Two people. That's the median size of a startup. Y Combinator writes a $500,000 check to in 2026. This morning, I pulled every company from their public directory, 580 of them, and ran the numbers on camera. More than half of the teams are one or two people with the same laptop and the same AI tools you already have, which means somewhere in this data is a map of what the smartest seed money in the world thinks you should be building next. I found 6 patterns. A few of them surprised me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where $290 million of 2026 startup money went, which famous categories quietly died this year. So you don't spend 12 months on one, and 3 concrete moves you can make this week. Whether you want to build one of these companies, get hired by one, or just learn the skills they're all betting on. Every number comes from Y Combinator's own directory, pulled and analyzed on this Mac today. And the full map is free at the end. Quick receipts, because trust matters here. Y Combinator now runs 4 batches a year and invests $500,000 in every single company on the same public deal terms. Their startup directory is public too. So I pulled all 580 companies they've launched across the 2026 batches, winter, spring, summer, plus the first few from fall, with every pitch tag, team size, and hiring flag, and clustered them. What you're seeing on screen is the real analysis running. Here's what fell out. Finding one, the team disappeared. In 2023, the median Y Combinator startup was 5 people. In 2024, 4. Last year, 3. This year, 2. Of the 548 companies that list a team size, 288 are 1 or 2 people, and 38 are solo founders. Same $500,000 check. That is the loudest signal in the entire dataset. With today's AI tools, 2 people is a fundable company. The old excuse, I need a team, I need headcount, statistically died this year. Finding 2, AI stopped being a category. 473 of these companies, 82%, are AI companies by their own description. But almost none of them are selling quote an AI. They sell bookkeeping, chip design, legal work, cattle ranching, with AI as the engine underneath. Y Combinator's own request for startups this summer said it word for word. AI has stopped being a feature and started being the foundation. So the question that wins in 2026 is not, what AI app should I build? It's, which boring industry do I rebuild AI first? Finding 3, agents that do the work, not chatbots that talk about it. 241 companies, 42% of the batch, described themselves as building agents. 3 years ago, that number was 20%. And read how they pitch now. General Legal, 25 people, an elite AI law firm for high growth companies. Not software for lawyers, the law firm itself. Markov, 2 people, selling the data that teaches AI to use a computer. The product isn't advice anymore. The product's finished work is finding 4, the graveyard, because what's missing matters just as much. Out of 580 pitches, the ones that even mention video, image, or creative generation, 8. Customer support bots, 9. And I could not find a single company pitching a general purpose writing assistant. 2 years ago, those were the hottest demos on the internet. Now, the big model companies own them, and the smartest money treats them as finished. If your idea is a thin wrapper around a capability every model already has, the data is telling you that ship has sailed. Finding 5, AI is walking into the physical world. 111 companies, nearly 1 in 5, touch atoms, not just screens. Robots, drones, factories, farms, energy. 56 are in defense and space alone. My favorite pitch in the whole batch is Brumby. Robot cowboys that herd cattle with AI drones. 3 people. Pure software is the crowded pond now. Software that moves real machines through the real world is wide open. And Y Combinator is funding it aggressively. If this map just saved you from spending a year on last year's idea, that's what every video here does. Subscribe, it's free, and to back the work, hit join or the supporter button on Facebook. Now, the pattern hiding under all the others. Finding 6, The gold rush flipped to shovels. 90 companies sell infrastructure to other AI companies. Orchestration, evaluation, training data. 48 sell testing and evals alone. And 16 sell something most people haven't heard of yet: reinforcement learning environments. Practice gyms where agents train. Fern builds them for robotics. Mangen for industrial operations. Standard machines for chip design. When almost half a batch is building agents, the surest bet is selling the tools that train, test, and ensure those agents. And that shelf is still nearly empty. Now, Y Combinator literally publishes a shopping list. It's called Requests for Startups. And the fall 2026 edition just went up. 13 categories they are asking founders to build: AI tutors that teach kids at private tutor quality, multiplayer AI where whole teams work with agents together, AI native compliance, PIs that maintain themselves, AI for the aging population, proving you're human in a world of deepfakes. Here's the kicker: the fall batch has 7 companies in the directory so far. That list is effectively wide open. It's the closest thing startups have to an exam where they hand you the questions. So here's how to use this today. If you want to build, before you write a single line of code, search the directory. Type your idea into Y Combinator's company search and count the results. 0 hits across 3 years can mean graveyard, not gap. 2 to 5 recent companies is the sweet spot, validated but not crowded. More than 10, you're late. So go one layer down and sell that crowd shovels instead. And while you're there, steal the format. All 580 of these pitches fit in one sentence. If yours doesn't yet, that's homework number 1. If you'd rather join one than build one, 122 of this year's companies are hiring right now. The directory has a hiring filter, and work at a startup.com lists the actual open roles. And here's the math nobody spells out. Joining a 2-person company makes you roughly employee number 3, real equity, at a company that just banked $500,000 and the strongest survival network in startups. 3/4 of this batch sits in San Francisco, but that job board is full of remote roles too. It might be the highest leverage job page on the internet, and it's completely public. And if you're not ready to build or apply, learn what the money says will matter. 3 skills sit under almost all 580 companies: building agents that finish real tasks end to end, evaluating them. Remember, 48 companies exist just to test AI, and connecting AI to the physical world. Notice what's not on that list: prompt tricks and wrapper apps. Pick one skill, spend 2 weeks building one small real thing, an agent that does a single job, start to finish. And you're ahead of everyone watching from the sidelines. 580 companies, $290 million. And the map says tiny teams, boring industries, working agents, real machines. The bar to enter this game has never been lower. That's not a pep talk, that's the median. I put everything in one free document: the YC 2026 Gold Map. All 6 findings, the graveyard list, the 13 open requests, and the exact directory search moves. Comment the word Gold Rush, and my bot will send it to you. Or grab it at hyperautomationlabs.co/free/Gold Rush. And if you're starting from 0, my beginner playbooks are linked below, including the complete Claude Code Guide, updated for August. See you in the next one.